What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be diving into the Catch Cup from a battle submission from Pogo Prouty, fellow content creator, so link down to their channel down in the description. But Shadow Swampert, Shadow Venusaur, and Shadow Alolan Sandslash. So pulling the trigger finally on their Shadows for their Great League roster, which is awesome if you guys are able to take advantage of that. Alright, getting into the first battle here. We have... Oh, I thought... It said Lagron. I was like, whoa, Lagron? Who the heck is that? All right, so we got a Pidgeot here on the lead. Lagron is Swampert. Okay, all right, good to know. We're going to see Hydro Cannons now come through. No shield right there. And honestly, in this kind of situation, you want to keep Pidgeot on the field and maybe just let the Swampert go down here to the charge move. And yeah, they do get a shield right there, which is perfect. But looks like Pidgeot is going to go ahead and fully farm down. So they have a lot of energy ready to go. And then Sandslash is going to go ahead and come in. Now, they're going to risk no shielding a potential Brave Bird. But it is going to be the Feather Dance. So that is beautiful. We will see simultaneous swap. Swampert and Venusaur come onto the field. And you guys already know how this is going to go. Now, are they going to shield the Hydro Cannon? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield. Even though it is resisted, it still does a lot of damage, and they will be able to farm down. Now, we do see the Pidgeot come back in. This is going to be a second Feather Dance. So they're going to go ahead and let it go. Oh, that's still a lot of damage. They can survive and fully farm down. Very dangerous, but what is that final Pokemon going to be? It's going to be an Obstagoon. So they do have two Frenzy Plants ready to go. But will they get a shield from one of them? They do get a shield on the first one. Here comes the second one now. And it's going to be up to Sandslash to try to close this game out, which is going to be very dangerous considering it is double weak to counter. Uh-oh. Here we go. Sandslash now. I think it's got to go for Bulldoze. Oh, this is going to be so close. They do get the Bulldoze just in time before Obstagoon could get the double cross chop off. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one. We have Lagron on the lead versus, I'm going to call it that now, Lagron versus Beedrill right here. So Hydro Cannon going to be doing a lot of damage. They need to watch out. And those poison jabs are just adding up. We do see a good swap out into Morphe. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see. It is, oh, a Rainy Castform. Okay, very cool. We will see Venusaur now come in after they loaded up. Know what they just did right there? They made sure they had another Hydro Cannon ready to go because they can safely stay in with Swampert and load up. That way they can have that CMP tie against the Beedrill on the back end. So we will see a full farm down right here from the Venusaur, and Frenzy Plant is still going to do a lot of damage to Beedrill if it does decide to come back in, which I imagine it will. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb right here. Both of these are still going to do a good amount of damage, so let's see if they can get a shield. Nope, that is going to be and let go, and here comes the Frenzy Plant now. So this is now going to be getting a shield, because even though this is resisted, it's still going to take it out. It's just so much damage. And now Swampert can come in with the Hydro Cannon right here, which is perfect, because now you're going to be getting two shields here from the Beedrill for free. As they get the second one, they swap out now into the Sandslash. Going to go ahead and shield the potential Drill Run. And now we might see a hard farm down. Was that Drill Run? No, that wasn't Drill Run. They do farm down. No, we do see a Galarian Stunfisk come in. But they do have Bulldoze, which is going to be doing super effective damage. And they are so far ahead on energy that I imagine an Ice Punch right here as well is going to be landing. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and get to that in time. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. They still have Swampert. They still have a shield. This Alolan Sandslash is mean and not green. And they're going to go ahead and, oh, they're going to let it go. So it is probably going to be the Drill Run right here that does take it out. Yeah, it is. Boom! They're going to go ahead and farm down. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one. We got Lagron on the lead versus Noctowl right here. So similar to that matchup we saw with Pidgeot on the lead, you honestly, just because Venusaur can handle some of the same coverages that Swampert can, you want to get this Noctowl low and then just hard farm with the Alolan Sandslash, which is likely what we are going to see now. It's a matter of, oh, they can't get to two, which is unfortunate. They're going to let the Sky Attack through, and they're going to want to go for one more Hydro Cannon before they get farmed down right here. Let's see if they can get a shield. They're going to go ahead and overload. We do see a swap out into Toxapex. So the Alolan Sandslash is now going to come in, and they did save a lot of energy on Swampert. So we're going to have to pay attention to that later on in this battle. But Toxapex is going to go ahead and go for the Brine, which actually does more damage than I thought it was going to. But Bulldoze right here going to be doing super effective damage. I think both Pokemon are going to be like tickling each other with damage. Yeah, that Bulldoze didn't do as much. So they got to be careful. The Alolan Sandslash needs to be careful of this Brine coming through, because now, this is looking dangerous. This is looking dangerous. I don't think they'll be able to get to 2 Bulldozes in time. No, they definitely won't, which means the Toxapex could shield this and fully farm down. No, it decided to let it go. Okay, we're going to see the Noctowl come back into an Ice Punch right here, which is perfect to force that shield. And remember, that Swampert has energy. Oh, they let it go. They're going to swap out right away, and it's going to be Toxicroak here versus Venusaur, and this is looking to be a good battle. Remember, the Swampert does have an Earthquake and a Hydro Cannon. They could choose whichever one. Both of them will be enough damage to take out the Toxicroak here. So that is looking to be a good battle, as Frenzy Plant, even though it is resisted, it's a Shadow Venusaur with Community Day move. It's going to hit like a truck, so they're going to be forced to shield right here, as they do. Actually, they might just be able to win with Venusaur. It's going to be close. What are they going to shield? They got a shield. Okay. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw it. Switch Clock is not back up yet, which is unfortunate. Hopefully it's up soon, because they could swap out and throw, but it's a matter of time. Oh, they just decided to let it go. Yeah, it's going to be a good battle. All right, moving to the next one. We have Nidoqueen on the lead. So really positive lead, and honestly, good answers across this whole team. Venusaur is going to be the worst matchup, and we do see Obstagoon come in, which is even better. Alolan Sandslash does so well against Nidoqueen, but terrible against Obstagoon. So we're going to see the Swampert stay in this matchup, and they decide actually to bring in Venusaur now, which is honestly, they have really good options so far against the opponent's team, as Venusaur here is only going to take neutral damage from the Night Slash, but Frenzy Plant is going to be enough to basically one-shot. So they might just be forcing a second shield here from the Obstagoon. Yep, they do get 2 shields, which is beautiful. That means they can safely shield. Oh, this is dangerous. Do you just let this go? Oh, we get a bit of lag. No, they decided to shield, and they're going to go ahead. Oh, they do have back-to-back, so they're going to be giving up both shields now, wanting to maintain switch advantage for themselves, as they're going to overload on energy and now go for the back-to-back Frenzy Plant. But we see a swap out into Nidoqueen, so Obstagoon is loaded on energy on the back end, and that nearly one-shots, and they're going to go ahead and come in and farm down. So Nidoqueen's out of the game. Venusaur has a Frenzy Plant. Swampert has, I think, a little bit of energy, and there's only an Obstagoon left. And now it's going to be a Jellicent. So that Frenzy Plant has a good place to land right now. So this is looking to be a good game. Very well played, as Bulldoze is going to do a decent amount of neutral damage. And it's going to take 2 in order to take down this Jellicent. But can the Shadow Ball? I think, yeah, Shadow Ball should be enough to one-shot right here. But Switch Clock, is it going to be close to coming back up? They come in with Venusaur right away and throw the Frenzy Plant, not even messing around, hoping to well, they will, not even hoping, sorry. It will one-shot Jellicent, but now this Obstagoon, how much energy does it have? They swap into Swampert, and this is what's dangerous, is if Obstagoon has 2 Night Slashes, it's game over. There's the first one. Do they have a second one? They do have a second one. Oh no, it's going to be counter versus Vine Whip, resisted versus neutral. Here we go. Fast moves! Simultaneous KO! Good battle. All right. Moving into the next one. Lagron versus Alolan Ninetales. Now, is it going to be Charm? It is going to be Charm. So, another tough situation right here for them, where they can really only go for 2 Hydro Cannons, but getting shield advantage has proven very beneficial for them throughout this series right here, as they do get a shield. They're going to go ahead and swap out now into the Venusaur, and they're going to be forced to shield this Weather Ball, because it will do so much damage in this matchup. And now let's see what decides to come in. They're not swapping out, so Venusaur looking very strong right now against that back line. And they're going to go ahead and go for the Frenzy Plant here to take out the Alolan Ninetales. And Venusaur is going to outpace the charge moves, which means if they decide to shield, which they do, maybe there is double water in the back, and they are reading exactly that. The Alolan Ninetales, if they had a better counter, should have left the battle already. So they are extremely weak. They got to be very careful about when they throw, and they're going to go ahead and throw right now. So they have a Frenzy Plant ready to go. A good amount of health left in order to potentially one-shot both Pokemon in the back, depending on what comes in. Swampert, I'm guessing, is going to be one of them. Let's see what it's going to be. No, it's going to be a Sableye. So Sableye definitely could have come into that matchup against the Venusaur. But the Frenzy Plant does land. They're going to go ahead and swap into the Alolan Sandslash right now and farm down with Powder Snow. But in the meanwhile, they will be hit with a Foul Play here. And that's not going to be enough to KO. So what is that final Pokemon going to be? It is going to be a Diggersby. So that kind of makes sense why they really didn't swap out. But granted, I thought for sure Sableye would have come into that Venusaur right there because of the Shadow Claw damage. But ultimately, this is looking to be a good game, very well played, as they still have Swampert as well to close this game out. And yeah, the Diggersby is going to go ahead and throw a Fire Punch here to take out the Alolan Sandslash, and Swampert or Venusaur is going to go ahead and come in, farm down, and yeah, that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Is that the final one? I think that might have been the final one. Yeah, that was the final battle. So, really cool set right there. Again, the Catch Cup is all about utilizing Pokemon that you guys maybe haven't had on your roster. So, this battler clearly needed a Shadow variant of Swampert, Venusaur, and Alolan Sandslash. And they hit leaderboards as well with this team, which is super cool. So, huge congrats right there to Pogo Prouty. And thank you for sharing these battles with us. Really cool team. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.